Okay, now shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube and everybody on X. Like I said, playback is being ridiculous. I don't really know what's going on with it, but like I said, I'm also over here on YouTube and on X. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. If this is your first time, the Chicago Cubs, Matthew Boyd just went a 1-2-3 inning to get the first three batters out against the Padres. Now Nick Pivetta is on the mound. Michael Busch is at the plate. The first pitch is out of the zone and is a ball to Michael Busch. Let's see if the Chicago Cubs can score early. Michael Busch, the next pitch he gives a long ride to, but flies out to center. The wind is blowing in at Wrigley, y'all. It's not blowing out. This could be a low-scoring affair. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. If you're tuning in from YouTube, if you're tuning in from X, make sure that you guys say what's up. Hop in those comment sections. Say what's up to your boy. I'm here with my son, Ruben, watching the game. He's napping. I'm watching. First pitch over to Nico Horner is a strike. Second pitch is a ball that actually should have been a strike. That was in the strike zone. Nico Horner with the first hit of the game, a base hit over to right field. And he is on first. The Cubs have their first base runner of the postseason and the first base runner of the game as Nico singles to right. Nico Horner, man, I'm telling you, just all season long being super consistent with what he's been able to bring to the Chicago Cubs batting order. Whether you ask him to hit first or hit second, either way, he has been successful. And the Chicago Cubs have needed that from him. So he's been really, really good. Next up is Ian Happ. Hey, what's up, Gregory? Yeah, as long as the Cubs are in the playoffs, I'm gonna try to call every game. I'm gonna try to watch every game and call every game, man. Like I said, I'm luckily it just so happens that I'm on paternity leave right now. We just had my son 2 months ago, so I'm able to watch every game and carve out time for every game. So yeah, man, join us right here on Chicago Cubs Central. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe too, brother. 2 pitches out of the zone to Ian Happ. Nico Horner is on first. Ian Happ swings at the third pitch. 2-1 to count. Ian Happ swings again at the fourth pitch. That pitch is out of the zone. It should be 3-1, but instead it's 2-2. Waiting to see what happens here. And Ian Happ strikes out looking with the pitch at the top of the zone right in front of him. Ian Happ batting from the left-handed side today against going up against Nick Pivetta. 2 outs for the Chicago Cubs. Kyle Tucker is up to the plate. Kyle Tucker came to the field today wearing a Michael Jordan shirt. I don't know what he's trying to signal with that, but he needs to be iconic like Mike in order for the Chicago Cubs to have some success. First pitch, Kyle Tucker fouls off from Nick Pivetta. Hopefully Kyle Tucker could get something to hit, man. We need it. Second pitch is another foul ball from Kyle Tucker. My bad, Gregory. Listen, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching and subscribing. Nico is on first. Don't know if the Chicago Cubs are going to look to try to steal as much with who the Padres have behind the dish. We'll just have to see what happens with that. Furman is decent at catching people trying to steal. So, well, in the later innings as the game goes on, you may see the Cubs try to do something like that. Though you just never know. And the first inning is over. The Chicago Cubs do not score. Get a base runner, leave one, but do not score in that inning. Next up for the Padres, Jackson Merrill, Xander Bogaerts, and O'Hearn are all going to hit for the Padres coming up next at the top of the second. So we'll have to see, man. My main key to this game, y'all, the main thing that the Chicago Cubs have to do, they must do, they absolutely must score against Nick Pivetta, because once he hands the ball over to the bullpen of the San Diego Padres, it is going to be very tough for the Chicago Cubs to score against them. Very, very tough. But it's also different stakes now. I mean, throughout the regular season, like I said, guys have a lot of success, but postseason play is a little bit different. Palms get sweaty during postseason. So I'm very eager to see how this Padres team looks during the actual postseason, and see if they can have that same moniker of success that they were having during the regular season. So we'll just have to see. Once again, appreciate each and every last one of you guys that are tuning in, spending your afternoon with me, watching Cubs baseball here on Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. I appreciate you guys so much. Wish I had one of my homies that could come on, but everybody was working because the games are in the middle of the afternoon, which sucks, but it is what it is. I would be working right now too if we didn't have a baby 2 months ago. Merrill's now at the plate. First pitch from Matthew Boyd is a ball low. Shout out to you, Gregory. He said he's been a Cubs fan since they had Ryan McRae in center field. Nice, nice. Second pitch from Matthew Boyd to Merrill is a strike. Jackson Merrill hits a double out there to right field. He is on second. The first runner of the game is in scoring position. Nobody out. Xander Bogaerts is up to the plate. See what Matthew Boyd can do. He has to work his way around this now with he had a pretty fairly easy first, and now he has to figure out how to wiggle his way around this in the second with a man in scoring position with nobody out and try to keep that out. Keep that run from scoring. First pitch to Bogaerts is a ball outside. Detroit looks like they're on the brink of beating Cleveland to take game 1 of their series. Boyd gets a strike on the second pitch to Bogaerts. Third pitch is another strike on a foul ball. See if he can strike him out right here. That would be clutch right now for Matthew Boyd to get this strikeout. I would go high heater on Bogaerts right now. He goes low. Bogaerts doesn't take the bait, doesn't swing at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. He went back to that same spot inside, trying to get Bogaerts to jam it up on the inside because he bats right, and Bogaerts didn't bite for it. Waiting here to see now. Put the banner up for the score. Bogaerts doubles to center field. Merrill scores on an error, and the Padres now lead the Cubs 1-0. Still nobody out. And there's a man, and now Bogaerts is at third with still nobody out. Foul ball to Ryan O'Hearn. Nice. That was a good ground out right there. We needed that to save another run. A couple more ground outs will be clutch right now. Gavin Sheets is up next. Another ground out. Let's hope for it. Strike looking. First pitch to the left fielder. One out, 1 run in, another run on third. 2 outs. Nice. Pop out to third base. Let's see if Matthew Boyd can get out of this, y'all, without any further damage than 1 run scored. He has a man on third. Xander Bogaerts is at third right now after the error out in center field after hitting the double. Let's hopefully he can get out of this. First pitch, a strike looking. Two outs, top of the second. 1 run is in. 1 run standing on third. Padres threatening. Matthew Boyd trying to get out of this, and he does get out of it with the ground out to the shortstop. Dansby Swanson throws him out. 1 run is in for the Padres. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Listen, it's playoff baseball, baby. Like I said, the Padres are going to hit. Honestly, both of those hits that the Padres got, had the wind been blowing out, would have been home runs. But because the wind was blowing in at Wrigley today, both of those balls got knocked down. Now, like I said, the error stuff, that PCA has to clean that up. That's not cool. But outside of that, like I said, this could have been a lot worse for a first inning. Very, very bad for a first. For the first run scored. It could have been 2. Should have been 2 home runs, but instead it's only 1. And the Chicago Cubs get to come up here at the bottom of the second. Starting off with Seiya Suzuki, somebody that's been swinging the hot bat. Who's going to step up for the Chicago Cubs, man? This is what we've talked about, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know who you guys think is going to step up. Who you guys think is going to step up for the Chicago Cubs? DY, what's up, brother? He says, "Damn, yeah, man, I know. Not how you want things to start, but at the same time, I mean, the Chicago Cubs." Usually, once they start heading around to the second time through is when they start heating up. You would like for it to be the first time through, but it's unrealistic for that, honestly. Yeah, PCA is coming up to bat. It's going to be Suzuki, Carson Kelly, and Pete Crow Armstrong up to bat next for the Chicago Cubs. So definitely need those guys to step up. Need them to have it together so the Chicago Cubs can get it together. I want to encourage our young guys that they don't have to do too much either. Like, you don't have to go all out, like I said, trying to be the hero and all of this. You just need to play your game, man. Play baseball. Play baseball. That's the most important part. Seiya Suzuki is up at the plate. We're ready to resume. Game's moving fast, man. Seiya Suzuki takes the strike. First pitch strike. No surprise there. Right down the middle. Seiya did not swing at it at all. Probably could have hit a home run off of that had he swung at it. But, Seiya Suzuki refuses to swing at the first pitch. It's like it's against his religion or something. I don't know. Second pitch is high for Seiya. Gregory Shorter says, "I think PCA got to have a good game." Yeah, man. Like I said, it would be really welcome, especially after that letter that PCA wrote in the Players Tribune, where, like I said, he was just talking about the game and talking about his love for the game and how he wants to succeed and everything like that. I mean, it makes sense for him to have a big series. I hope him and Seiya can click together. And you know what? And Carson Kelly too. Carson Kelly is due also. 1-2 to count right now on Seiya, though. He is threatening being struck out. He does foul off the 4th pitch. Thank you, everybody that's tuning in. We got more people joining in. Thank you so much for tuning in to Chicago Cubs Central, your number one stop for all things Chicago Cubs. Spot, not stop. That's weird. Chicago right now trailing the Padres 1-0. Seiya Suzuki is up to the plate with 2 strikes, 1 ball, and a foul ball. See what he can do here. He gives it a ride, but pops it up. He flied out to the center fielder. First out for the Chicago Cubs in the bottom of the second. Carson Kelly up to the plate now. Let's see what he can do. Gregory says, because when he hitting, we will play well as a team. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think PCA is gonna slowly but surely become the engine that makes this thing run. You're gonna have to obviously put some pieces behind him. One of the things that happened with the Chicago Cubs this season that made them as successful as they are is the fact that people played around Kyle Tucker and then lifted the club up when Kyle Tucker succumbed to injury. I mean, so like I said, I think PCA overplayed. I think Saya overplayed. I think Dansby did all right. I know Nico overplayed a lot, like I said. So Chicago Cubs have some pieces that outperformed what their projections were. And I mean, honestly, Jed Hoyer told you in the beginning of the season that that was going to have to happen in order for the Chicago Cubs to be successful. 3 balls, 1 strike on Carson Kelly right now. Nick Pivetta not being able to find the strike zone against a heavy hitter like Carson Kelly. Not mad about it. Take your walk, Carson. Move the chain along to the next guy. Nick Pivetta up to 22 pitches so far. A second strike looking. Kelly was taken all the way. This is where they get Carson Kelly right here. When it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, I think he gets jittery and he usually swings on that next offering. We'll just have to see what happens though. If it's anywhere close to the zone or where he thinks it's a spot he can hit it, he's gonna swing at it. Yep, told you, strike swinging. It was one high of the zone, and he got him out. 2 outs, nobody on. Padres lead 1-0. We watched enough Carson Kelly this season to know, y'all, what he's gonna do. So here's you guys pick to perform player of the game that you guys want to perform well. Piker Armstrong is up to the plate, looking to make good after making that mistake. First pitch is a ball. Almost hit him, actually. Yeesh. Easy there, Pivetta. All right, let's see what we got here. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs. He fouls one off. And that's the thing. Piker, he's throwing up high in the zone where Piker Armstrong can hit it. I just don't know that he can hit it out though, because it's so it's so windy at Wrigley and the wind is blowing in right now. 2 strikes, 1 ball, and a foul ball, 2 outs. And he's out. 1 hit, 1 error for the Cubs. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Padres so far. You got Fermine coming up, Fernando Tatis, and Luis Arraez coming up in the top of the 3rd inning. So far, no fireworks for the Chicago Cubs just yet. We'll have to see what happens. Like I said, they're gonna have to figure out how to get on a board. Guys are gonna have to get hits. Appreciate each and every last one of you guys that are tuning in. Thank you guys that are joining in just now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to Chicago Cubs Central, your number 1 spot for all things Chicago Cubs. Chicago Cubs trailing the Padres at the top of the 3rd. This game is moving by fast. It's 2:40 and we're already at the top of the 3rd inning. Game's moving by pretty fast, man. Cubs right now searching to how to answer the run off of a double from Xander Bogaerts that scored Jackson Merrill, who doubled previously before him. Bogaerts also was safe at third on a throwing error by Peker Armstrong. So you'll have that too. So Mario Mendoza says, "What's up, Mike? What's going on, Mario? Appreciate you, man, for tuning in to another episode. Thank you for doing this watch along." Gregory Shorter says Tucker had to get out of his slump. Yeah, I don't know that he never made it out of that slump, Gregory. I want him to come out of that slump. I personally still think he's playing injured. Personally. I think that's the issue. I think Kyle Tucker is not healthy. I think that he is laboring and just trying to play through his injury. Personally, I don't think that helps the Cubs. Especially if you got somebody like Moises Ballesteros that's sitting there that could obviously DH for you, that's swinging a hot bat. But, I mean, this postseason, he's in a contract year. You can't not have Kyle Tucker play. Matthew Boyd's back on the mound and throws a first pitch strike to Furman. Second pitch is a ball. Third pitch is a foul ball. Y'all, my son is over here knocked clean out. Like, this is crazy. And he heavy too, man. For 2 months old, this boy's big. My arm is tired. My wife, if you watching this, come get your kid, man. Come back home. Get your son. See what Matthew Boyd, see if he got a strikeout pitch here to get out Furman. Pitch count up to 30 for Boyd now. Fouls off the fourth pitch. Shout out to everybody that's watching on playback also. Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Another foul ball. Matthew Boyd is trying to get this strikeout here, trying to get this out. And Furman grounded out to second for the out. First out of the top of the third inning. Lineup turns over back to Fernando Tatis Jr., who was 0 for 1 already. Fernando Tatis immediately grounds out to the shortstop, and he is out number 2 of the third inning. Appreciate you guys, man, for tuning in. More people joining in. Luis Reyes is up now. He takes a first pitch strike. Second pitch, he is swinging. That was a nasty swing, too. He was aiming for the fences with that one. Goodness gracious. 36 pitches up for Matthew Boyd right now. And Matthew Boyd gets out of that inning without any harm done. Good job, Matthew Boyd. Love what he's doing right now, man. I mean, this is exactly this type of start we needed from Matthew Boyd. We just need the Cubs to get on the board, man. We need our guys to figure out how to hit. Coming up for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson at the 8 spot, Matt Shaw at the 9 spot, and then turning the line over back over to Michael Busch hitting at the 1 spot. Cubs, man, like I said, we have options. We have opportunity. We're gonna be all right, y'all. We're gonna be all right. Bottom of the third inning, Cubs just got to figure out how to score. Gregory said, I think if K. Horton doesn't get hurt, he is the one pitching. Listen, that obviously I think was the plan. I think that was absolutely what the Chicago Cubs were planning to do. I mean, this dude could end up being the rookie of the year before it's all said and done. Unfortunately for him, he ended up getting injured, so it just ended up being one of those things where he could not be that guy. But that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, I don't know if his rib cage, will be better in time for the series against Milwaukee if the Chicago Cubs should make it that far. But I mean, like I said, Chicago Cubs have more than enough to beat the Padres. Will they? Is the question. that's the big question. They do have more than enough. They possess so much talent. It's just, will they have enough, or will they do what they need to do? Right now, they got to figure out Nick Pivetta and how to get score on him before the ball is handed over to that bullpen. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because that bullpen's sick, man. They're nasty. Nasty. Dansby up to the plate. Takes a ball for the first pitch. Takes a strike for the second pitch on a foul ball. Thank you guys for keeping me company, man. Watching the game with your boy, man. It means a lot. It means a lot. Like I said, I'm right back here tomorrow. Again, hopefully not holding my son next time, tomorrow's game. But appreciate you guys for keeping me company, man. Watching the game with your boy, man. It means a lot. Dansby is 1-1 right now. 1 strike, 1 ball. Let's see what he got cooking. Dansby puts a charge into 1, but flies out to center. That wind's blowing in, man. It's tough to hit a home run. It's gonna be tough to hit a home run today. You have to try to shoot the ball the other way. Somebody that's perfect at doing that right now is somebody named Matt Shaw. So he's up to bat now. His first AB of the postseason. See what Matt Shaw has in store, man. First pitch is a strike looking. Second pitch is high for a ball. Third pitch is a strike looking. Whew. Fourth pitch is way outside. 2-2 to count on Matt Shaw right now. 1 out. Bottom of the third. Cubs trail the Padres 1-0. And Matt Shaw strikes out swinging on a pitch outside of the zone. Ugh, that was ugly. Up now, Michael Busch. One swing of the bat from Michael Busch. Somebody that's been swinging a hot bat the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Michael Busch can literally turn things around with one swing, change the momentum. That's what I love about postseason baseball. Let's see what Michael Busch has in store. See if he can get us on the board with one swing of the bat. First pitch is a ball out up high. Second pitch is a strike swinging. It was right high at the strike zone. Nick Pivetta, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, he's dealing, man. He has 5 strikeouts already, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and two and the 2/3 innings pitched so far. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Michael Busch trying to change that, turn the tide for the Chicago Cubs. Let's see what he can do. And Michael Busch fouls out to the first baseman. And that ends the Chicago Cubs. Bottom of the third. Score is still 0-1. Padres leading. Matthew Boyd is back out to work for the top of the 4th inning. Y'all, my son is so beautiful. I ain't gonna hold you. He's over here knocked out sleep right now. He's starting to snore. Whew. 58 minutes into the stream already, man. Appreciate each and every last one of you guys, whether you're on X, whether you are on YouTube, whether you are on playback, watching this with me, watching it along with me, or listening to me call the game, either or. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with your boy. Yeah, man. Special, really special. My first season on Chi-Town Sports Central, and the Chicago Cubs make it to the postseason. I don't take that for granted. I don't take that lightly at all, man. Oh, Saquad's in the building. What's up, brother? He said, "Let's hope say it keeps up his hot streak." Yeah, well, he didn't. He hasn't so far, but we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens, my brother. Manny Machado up next. Jackson Merrill up after that. And then Xander Bogaerts up after that. These Jackson Merrill and Xander Bogaerts scored off of Jackson Merrill scored off of Matthew Boyd last go around, last AB, by the help of a double from Xander Bogaerts. So we'll see what happens. First pitch from Matthew Boyd is a ball outside the zone. Second pitch is called the ball, but it was a strike. Third pitch is a strike to Machado. Strike looking. He didn't even swing on that one. Third pitch is once again called the ball, even though both those are in the strike zone. I cannot wait till next year where you could challenge strike calls, because this ump is missing these. He's literally Machado should be struck out right now, but instead it's 3-1. And you risk running you risk either him hitting a home run or walking him right now because of this ump's inefficiency. It's the postseason. You can't miss calls. Sorry. And he walks him. Yep. So now a man on. Merrill doubled last time he was up to bat. So we'll see what happens. Top of the fourth, Cubs 0, Padres 1. Matthew Boyd walks Manny Machado. Did you guys see? I don't know if you guys saw on X, but Manny Machado lit up a reporter yesterday when he was asking about the urgency. The reporter was asking about the urgency of the postseason and all this stuff like that, and what the Padres need to do. And Machado just went in on that man. Was like, see, this is why I hate reporters. I'm like, dag, like, brother, like, take a chill pill. Like, you came off like a jerk. Anyways, Merrill hits a sacrifice bunt to get Machado to second in the scoring position. He's out at first, 1 out, man on second. Xander Bogaerts takes a strike looking. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI. Y'all remember a couple years ago, we thought the Cubs might actually get Xander Bogaerts. All the reporters was talking about how the Cubs are going to get Dansby Swanson and Xander Bogaerts and make Xander Bogaerts play third. So much for that. Anyways, Xander Bogaerts takes a second strike. Oh, and 2 right now for Xander Bogaerts. Let's see a nice strikeout right here for Matthew Boyd. He only has 1 strikeout in the game so far. Ball way outside. 1-2 on Bogaerts. Let's see if he goes back in. See if we can get him either to pop it up, hit over the top of the ball. Ooh, Bogaerts reached on an infield single to third. Machado moves over to third base. You have men threatening right now. 1 on third, 1 on first. The double play ball is in action, but you also got to know Bogaerts is going to try to steal second here to eliminate that double play and push that second run across the plate. Every run is precious in the postseason. So Matthew Boyd needs to try to execute that double play first or second pitch, because otherwise you're looking at Bogaerts stealing. First pitch is a strike to O'Hearn, top of the zone. 3 hits now allowed for Matthew Boyd. 1 earned run. Second earned run is again threatening for the second inning in a row. Second pitch is a foul ball. He might be able to get out of this if he can strike him out right here without having to worry about Bogart still in third. I mean, still in second. Ball way outside for the third pitch. Yeah, I know, Bubbles. Ruben's talking too, apparently. Two strikes, 1 ball, 1 out, man on third, man on first. If anybody's watching on X, make sure you guys comment on this. Let me know. See what we got here. Nice. O'Hearn pops out to the shortstop. Second out. Men stay at third. Men stay at first. Nobody moves. Gavin Sheets is up. Let's see if he can get out of this again. And the third out, Gavin Sheets flies out to center to end the top of the fourth and end the threat from the San Diego Padres. Listen, not a lot of strikeouts, but good job, Matthew Boyd, getting out of that issue. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth inning. Cubs trail the Padres Padres 0-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Chicago Cubs have coming up Nico Horner, Ian Happ, and Kyle Tucker. Definitely a chance to score right here for the Chicago Cubs. Let's hope that they could put a couple runs on the board coming up in the bottom of this fourth inning. What do you guys think of Matthew Boyd's performance so far? Matthew Boyd so far, y'all, is, hold on, let me see here. Matthew Boyd so far, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout on 52 pitches, 38 of those being strikes. Cubs got to put some runs on the board, man. They got to help him out. Like I said, if he don't get no run support, I mean, it ain't on him. I mean, this the postseason. If you can't put no runs up on the board, you ain't gonna win nothing. What's up, everybody over on Playback? Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching. Cubs trail the Padres 1-0, bottom of the fourth. Xander Bogaerts with a double, putting the Padres on the board, is the only run scored so far. Matthew Boyd just got out of a position where Bogaerts was once again at third, threatening I'm sorry, Mikado was at third this time, threatening, and we were able to get out of that without anything scathing happening to the Chicago Cubs. Could have been bad. Instead, Cubs come up. Very, 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 very winnable game still. 1-0. Just gotta have some plate discipline here, guys. Don't start swinging crazy, man. Don't swing at stupid stuff outside the zone. My boy Tyrone, appreciate you, big dog. Thanks for tuning in, man. We need to get you on, bro. He says we need more hits. Absolutely. Absolutely. In this game right now, the Chicago Cubs only have 1 hit in the game. Meanwhile, the San Diego Padres have 3 hits right now. So Cubs got to figure that out, man. Got to get some runs. Back into the game, Nico Horner. 2 balls, 2 strikes already for Nico. He is 1 for 1 in the game so far with the team's only hit. .45 pitches for Pivetta so far. Ball's in play and is caught. He pops out to first. Now 1 for 2 in the game. 1 out for the Cubs. Ian Happ comes up. Strike to Pivetta. Strike from Pivetta to Ian Happ. Second pitch is a ball. Goodness gracious. Tariq Skubal struck out 12 dudes in the Tigers win over the Guardians today. My goodness. And the Guardians are at home. That's the crazy part. Two balls, 2 strikes on Ian Happ. Kyle Tucker waiting on the on-deck circle. This is why they handed the ball to Nick Pivetta first and foremost, y'all. 5 strikeouts already in the game. No walks. That's huge. The Chicago Cubs feasted off of walks during the regular season. So that's a big part of what's missing here. Chicago Cubs getting struck out, not walking. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Will he walk here? Or is he going to swing at something outside the zone? Because I bet you it's going to be outside the zone. Foul ball right down the middle. Kept himself alive right there. Can't hate on that. Come on, Ian. Don't be stupid. And Ian Happ once again strikes out swinging on a borderline pitch. 0 for 2 in the game. Comes up, brings up Kyle Tucker. Who is also 0 for 1 in the game right now. We'll see what happens. everybody. Like to welcome into the chat my beautiful wife. Come on, honey, come say hi. You might as well while you take the baby boy. That's her hand because she's refusing to go on camera. They say you got clean teeth. You got a bunch of cavities.
Clean.
Good. Bye, Ruben. Everybody say bye, Ruben. I spilled cookie on him too. Sorry. All right. Now, I get the podcast a little bit better. All right. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Kyle Tucker takes a strike and a ball. Where is this ump's strike zone? These low pitches. Nobody's getting the low calls. I mean, I guess for what it's worth, at least it's going both ways. But my gosh, this ump is horrible. But then again, Mostar. Another strike on the foul ball to Kyle Tucker. All right, Cubs. You gotta figure something out. 1-2. Another ball that went up high and way out the zone from Pavetta. He's at 57 pitches. Foul ball that would have been a strike. Another foul ball. Kyle Tucker battling. That one was outside the zone. He didn't even have to hit that one. See what we got here. And Kyle Tucker grounds out to first. All right. Well, heading to the top of the 5th. Padres 1, Cubs 0. Yo, I'll tell you what. We're hitting that danger zone where now, if let's just say let's say bottom of the 5th inning, the Cubs, get 2 men on. He can take Mike Schultz can take the ball from Nick Pavetta and hand it over to his bullpen to get whatever outs they need. Like that's kind of what's sucky now, is because now you're getting into the later stages of the game. I mean, guys, we're already, an hour and 13 minutes into the game. We're already top of the 5th inning. So this game is going by very fast. And Cubs ain't scoring. Let's see what we got here in the comment section. Saquad says, is Shota pitching tomorrow? They have not announced tomorrow's starting pitcher yet. We will see. We shall see. DY says, another bad offensive game so far. That's why we should have won 115 games. Listen, we won 115 games. We damn well would have been a lot better of a team. Listen, the Chicago Cubs showed you guys midway through the season who they were. All this is for naught. Like I said, I mean, honestly, while I'm excited for this postseason, while I want the Cubs to go far, if they don't go far, I mean, I kind of relaxed on the World Series talk. I don't know if you guys noticed it in my episodes, but like mid-season, I kind of stopped talking about the World Series like that. Like that was almost pie in the sky. Like everything would have to click back up together again for that to happen. So I'm not surprised the Chicago Cubs are struggling against Nick Pavetta. That's nothing surprising to me. And you guys shouldn't be surprised either. I mean, like I said, this offense has kind of shown you throughout the year, that it does have its struggles. It does have its weak spots. Matthew Boyd is back out to pitch in the 5th inning. He's allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run. He only has 1 strikeout, 1 walk. And he gives a strike looking to Jake Cronenworth. Bunted foul for the 2nd strike. 54 pitches for Boyd. Rolling right along, as you would think he would. He'll probably see 6. If I had to guess, Matthew Boyd will probably see 6, maybe 7 innings. It just kind of depends on when the lineup turns over again, because you definitely do not want Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado and your heavy hitters for the Padres to see him a 3rd time. I don't think that would be good for Matthew Boyd. So I suspect he'll probably go 6, and then they'll turn it over to the bullpen. It's kind of been Craig Counsell's recipe anyways. Strikeout for Matthew Boyd. Let's go. Strikes out Jake Cronenworth. Furman is up next. See if we can get a quick out here. Then after Furman, Fernando Tatis. Those guys are coming up anyways. Never mind. We'll see what happens. I mean, he may take them out after this inning. We'll see. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch, and that one is a single, long single over to center. That's not good. Bringing up Fernando Tatis, and Furman actually singles. So we'll see what happens here, y'all. What does Craig Counsell want to do? Fernando Tatis is 0 for 2 so far in the game. Matthew Boyd has had his number, and it's been quick outs too for Fernando Tatis. It hasn't been long drawn out at bats either. Double play candidate right here potentially, but 1 out already. We'll see if he tries hit it on the ground. And that will do it for Matthew Boyd. He is coming out of the game. Coming into the game now is Daniel Palencia. Very, very odd choice. Did not have this on my scorecard as who will be the person to come out after Matthew Boyd gets done. But yeah, Daniel Palencia. Craig Counsell going to his bullpen early in this first game. Daniel Palencia is coming in for Matthew Boyd. His day is finished. 4.1 of a third innings pitched. 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts on 58 pitches, 43 of those being strikes, a 2.08 ERA for the game. Daniel Palencia comes in to hopefully throw some flame balls and get 2 strikeouts to keep this game a 1-zip game. We'll just have to see what happens. We'll go over to the comments. What do you guys think about Matthew Boyd's outing? How do you think he did? Gets pulled early. Wasn't getting strikeouts like we thought he was going to get. We'll have to see what Daniel Palencia is able to do. DY says Tucker's going to screw us. That's hilarious. I really don't know what's going to happen with Kyle Tucker, man, to be honest with you. Cubs showed their youth after the mid-season. Yeah, that youth is good. And I do think they're the future. I do expect them to have a lot of success in the future, but unfortunately, I don't foresee him using the youth outside of the obvious Matt Shaw, who has to play third base. I don't really know if anybody else is going to be used like that Tatis lined out to right. He is out. Larissa Reyes is up next. 2 outs. Let's see what we got. DY says, I hate to say it, but I see the Cubs being bumped at some point. I just, if you beat the Padres, I just don't want it to be to the Brewers. I cannot stand Brewer Nation and listening to Brewer Nation, you know what I'm saying, talk trash about the Chicago Cubs or beating the Chicago Cubs in the playoffs. Because like I've told you guys before, I do believe the Chicago Cubs are a better team than the Brewers. Regardless of the records, regardless of all that stuff, I still really do believe the Chicago Cubs are better than the Brewers. First pitch is a strike from Daniel Palencia to Arraez. Second pitch is called a ball. Third pitch is way outside in the ball. Man on first, 2 outs, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Arraez lined out to center field to end the 5th inning for the Padres. Bottom of the 5th coming up, Chicago Cubs with another opportunity. It was another opportunity there to score. Seiya Suzuki, Carson Kelly, Peaker Armstrong are your guys in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see what the Cubs got, man. Let's see what they got. They have the pitching staff is giving the hitters every opportunity to take control of this game. Hitters just got to figure out Pivetta, which they won't have to pretty much longer. I mean, like I said, he's rolling right now, but he might mess around and get pulled here soon. I mean, here, let me double check and see, is he coming back out for the 5th, for the bottom of the 5th? They might pull him. He has 60 pitches. He has not earned a single run in this game. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th now, y'all. Let's go over to the comments, see what everybody's talking about. Appreciate each and every last one of you that are tuning in to Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this live stream with your boy. And, well, I have my son Ruben with me, too, from, like, the first 5 innings, but my wife just took him, so. Bringing out Palencia, Cubs manager, is an idiot. Yeah, I mean, I guess all's well that ends well. He just wouldn't have been my first choice of who I would have brought out, you know what I'm saying, to pitch right there. I mean, but I guess later on in the innings, and I mean, like I said, you have to use your staff sparingly for what it's worth. But still, like I said, he just wouldn't have been my first pick. So we'll just have to see what happens, though. Let's look and see, man. Let's look and see what happens. Let's look and see what happens, man. Just checked on X to see what's going on over there. Like I said, man, Kyle Tucker don't look healthy, y'all. Kyle Tucker don't look healthy at all, man. 2 balls to Seiya Suzuki so far. 2-0. I would gladly take a walk right here. But that's also going to incite the manager, Mike Schultz, to probably come pull Nick Pivetta and bring in somebody else and bring in somebody from the bullpen. I can tell you that right now. I mean, the Cubs for all the intents and purposes literally just brought out their closer to pitch in the top of the 5th inning. So I mean, nothing's off limits here. We could potentially see Mason Miller come in for him if Seiya Suzuki makes it. Oh, ho, ho, let's go. Seiya Suzuki with the drive. We're tied. Let's go. Chicago Cubs are on the board. Seiya Suzuki stays hot. Wrigley is rocking. 1-1 tie game. I told you had to get to Pavetta. You had to get to Pavetta early. Let's go, baby. Hey, put them bear chairs. Let me see your Cubs in the chat, baby. Let's go. 1-1 tie game. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We needed that. Now let's add on. Let's add on from here, baby. Let's go. Got to be clutch now. Carson Kelly takes a strike. Second pitch is a ball. This strike zone is nuts, y'all. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before in a day in my life. So many pitches that are in the strike zone that he's calling low. I mean, it works for the Cubs right now, but it kind of sucked for Matthew Boyd throughout his outing, which also Matthew Boyd is also relieved now of the loss. It will not go toward him. One and two to count on Carson Kelly, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He fouls off the fourth pitch. Wrigley is rocking, man. Let me tell y'all something. That home run definitely just revitalized this crowd. We've been waiting for this. Oh, man, to be there. Ball outside the zone to Pavetta. I wonder how long Mike Schultz going to let Pavetta. If Carson Kelly reaches, guarantee you the bullpen comes out. Let's go, man. We got to have some fight, man. Cubs got to fight. I just want to see my team fight, man. I ain't want to see them go out like no punks and just get punked and lose a game 1-0 because we've seen them get shut out of games. Thank you. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Another home run. Carson Kelly homers to the same spot almost as Seiya Suzuki. Let's go. 2-1. Cubs take the lead. Get up, Cub fans. Let's go. Let me see y'all Cubs in the chat. Man, I ain't want my team to go out like no suckers, man. Let's go. Let's go. It's postseason, baby. Cubs take the lead. 2-1, bottom of the fifth. Back-to-back jacks, baby. Let's go. We in here. It's postseason time, boy. It's Chicago. We here to fight. And that will be it for Nick Pavetta before Pete Crow Armstrong can come up and do any more damage to him. He is out of the game. Let's see who they're going to bring in. Two homers back-to-back for the Chicago Cubs, and they take the lead over the San Diego Padres. It's got to be the other guy to step up. We've talked about how Kyle Tucker don't look necessarily the healthiest. Two back-to-back jacks for the Chicago Cubs. I love it. I love it. Man, let's go. Chicago Cubs are here to fight, man. 424 feet for Seiya Suzuki. His home run, 20 degree launch angle, 112.2 exit velo. And that boy was gone by a mile. Let's go, man. That was up the deck. I'm hyped, man. I am hype. I love it. I love it. This is what we needed to see. This is what I needed to see. This fight from the team. Now, can our bullpen keep the lead? Can they keep the lead? That's the question. Let's go. We got one out already with P. Crow Armstrong. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking to Kev while I'm doing this with y'all. P. Crow Armstrong is out. Dansby Swanson is up. He's got 2 strikes on him. I'm sorry, Nick Pivetta is still out there. Wow. I can't believe that he left Nick Pivetta out there, but I mean, I guess he's still dealing. 2 outs. He just struck out Dansby Swanson. Matt Shaw is up to bat now. Let's see what he got. So as y'all can see, Nick Pivetta can be had. But this game is far from over. Cubs can't get comfortable now. Cubs cannot get comfortable now. They have to do more work, score more runs. 2 outs. They've taken the lead. First pitch to Matt Shaw. Is a ball. Second pitch is a strike. Third pitch is a ball low. Way low. This time it actually was low. Second pitch is a strike. 2-2 now the count on Matt Shaw. He hit the corner on that one. Nick Pivetta is up to 82 pitches. Chicago Cubs currently have the lead. In line for the win would be Daniel Palencia, if you could believe that. I'm curious to see how Craig Counsell manages the rest of this game and who he brings out. Because now the Chicago Cubs are playing with the lead, and you don't want to relinquish that lead. You only want to add on more. So now the team has to get stingy with their pitchers. Two balls, 2 strikes, a foul ball from Matthew Shaw. I don't know why I want to call him, because I call him Matthew Boyd. Instead of calling him Matt Boyd, I call him Matthew Boyd. And then there's Matt Shaw, and I want to call him Matthew Shaw. I don't know why. It's weird. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Take the walk, Matty. And Shaw strikes out swinging to end the 5th. But the Chicago Cubs take the lead on back-to-back jacks from Seiya Suzuki and Carson Kelly. Both of them hit virtually around the same area. Listen, Chicago Cubs, man. Chicago Cubs, this is what we needed from them. Manny Machado is up, then Jackson Merrill, then Xander Bogaerts. Machado is 0 for 1 with a walk. Merrill is 1 for 1 and scored a run. And Bogaerts is 2 for 2 with an RBI, the only RBI of the game for the Padres. I think Palencia has to face has to face at least maybe one more batter, if I'm not mistaken. And then once he's able to face one more batter, then after that he can then after that he can be pulled. So he may face Machado. We'll just have to see what happens. Or if he's dealing, leave him in. We'll just have to see, guys. We'll have to see what Craig Counsell decides to do. We are headed to the top of the 6th inning. The Chicago Cubs lead the San Diego Padres game 1. We asked who was going to step up. We asked who was going to be there for the Chicago Cubs, who was going to be able to add on runs, and who was going to be able to help this team score and get to and get to Nick Pivetta, who was literally killing the Cubs to begin the game throughout the first 4 innings. And then the 5th inning, the Chicago Cubs finally figured it out. And back-to-back home runs now give the Chicago Cubs the lead. Let's see if they can hold on to it. Let's see if they can add on to it. Honestly, let's just see what they got. So, let's go over here to the comment section. DY says, "Yo, Mike, like a WWE tag team says, yes, boy, you're hilarious. You're talking about Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. Yes, boy." Oh man, time to play. Yeah, it's time to play ball now. Let's see what we got. San Diego has 1 run on 4 hits, 0 errors. Chicago has 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error in the game so far. Gregory Shorter says, like Shaq, like, let's go. Shaq always says you need the others. The others, man, the others really matter when it comes to baseball. You have to have other guys step up and play. Danny Palencia, first pitch is a high fastball for a strike. You may now start seeing guys, you know what I'm saying, since the Padres are down, you may start seeing guys try to swing their way out of this or swing the Padres back into the lead. 2 strikes on Machado. Third ball was high. 1-2 the count. Jackson Merrill on deck. Another ball for Machado. And these are all straight 4-seam fastballs that he's throwing right now. 98, 99, 99, 99 for for Dave Palencia. He's trying his damnedest, man, to strike this man out. He brings another ball low. It's a 4-seam fastball at 99, and it is fouled off. Another fastball high this time, and he fouls it off. See if we can get the strikeout, y'all. And he strikes him out with a ball, a slider, way outside the zone. He sped him up. He slowed him down. Listen, Danny Palencia dealing. He hit him fastball, 4-seam, 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 6 4-seam fastballs, and then throws a slider inside on him, and he swings and misses on it and gets the out. Good job, Danny Palencia, getting out Manny Machado. Now he sees Jackson Merrill. First pitch to him is a strike looking at 90, a slider. Throws a slider to him at 90, and he's just looking. Second pitch is high, a 4-seam fastball. He topped 3 triple digits on that. 100 miles per hour, a four-seam fastball. Jackson Merrill swinging that and missing. Brad Keller, DY, is your closer for the Chicago Cubs. Another strikeout. Second strikeout. Merrill strikes out swinging. Okay, Palencia. Okay. All right, Xander Bogaerts. Been a thorn in the Cubs' side all game long. It's 2 for 2 with an RBI. Let's see what Palencia has for him. Or is Craig going to let Palencia see him? Or is he going to bring in somebody else? Dane Palencia pitching 1 in the third inning so far. And first pitch to Bogaerts is a strike. He puts it into play and lines out to center. Let's go, baby. 3 more innings. 3 more innings. 7th, 8th, 9th. And we can wrap this shit up. And the Chicago Cubs will have won the first game of the postseason against the San Diego Padres. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th with a chance to add on to our lead. And the Chicago Cubs absolutely should look to try to add on to their lead heading into the bottom of the 6th. We got Michael Busch, Nico Horner, and Ian Happ all coming up. Whew, man, what drama, man! What turn? Like, you know, it was kind of looking like the Cubs was going to do one of them numbers on us where it was going to be a game, but we ain't had nothing to be excited about, and they literally changed that on us. And now, like I said, they turned the tables. They need to hold this lead, hopefully, and we move on from there, man. We move on from there. My son's sock fell off his foot, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know it. He always pulling his socks off when he starts sleeping. I don't know what's wrong with Buddy. Let's see. Let's see. Drew Pomerantz might get a shot. He's a lefty. You might also see you'll probably see Brad Keller. We'll see. We shall see, y'all. Mid-6 right now. Dane Palencia, shout out to him, man, coming in and doing his part. Shout out to him coming in and doing this thing. All right. We got the lead before, but now the San Diego is going to their bullpen. Morjan is coming in to pitch. He has 3 saves. He has an ERA of 2.08, 70 strikeouts, a whip of 0.90. And he's going to see Michael Busch first. And first pitch is a strike looking. Second pitch is a strike also off a foul ball. See what we got here. Michael Bush with a single, putting it into play. Okay, Cubs. All right, offense. Okay. All right. One man on, nobody out. Nico Horner is up to the plate. Nico takes a strike looking. Another strike on the foul ball. I like to see the Cubs right now get active around the bases. You got a base runner on for just your second time in this game so far. It would be really great to get Michael Bush active and see if you could try to steal second and get him in a scoring position with Ian Happ coming on deck. Nice. Another base hit. Chicago Cubs with another base hit. Nico Horner this time with the base hit. 2 men on. 1 man out. I'm sorry, 2 men on, no outs. And the Chicago Cubs are now threatening. Let's see what they got, man. Let's see what they got. Got a man in scoring position. You know Nico was at least gonna get 1 hit. He was real close to getting that batting title. So you know he was at least gonna get 1 hit. You know, hopefully he gets more than that though. So 2 men on. Let's try to avoid the double play. I wouldn't mind a double steal with no outs and at least getting Bush to third. Ian Happ is up. Mound visit right now going down. Ian Happ is a ground out candidate, but he also will fly out. We'll just have to see how they pitch to him. Morjan has allowed 2 hits on just 6 pitches. First pitch to Ian Happ is a foul ball. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in and watching. Chicago Cubs threatening at the bottom of the 6th inning. They already hold the lead after taking it in the 5th. And, of course, Ian Happ grounds into a double play. They get Nico at second and Happ at first. And Michael Bush makes it over to third with Kyle Tucker. Right now, Kyle Tucker, earn your worth. Just get a base hit. You ain't got to hit a home run. I'd love a home run. Get a base hit and help the Cubs score. And of course, Kyle Tucker flies out to center. Oh. All right. Well, we move on to the top of the 7th inning. Y'all, we move on to the top of the 7th inning. Chicago Cubs trying to figure it out. We'll see what happens. That was a great chance right there to really score. I believe if that had been Moises Ballesteros or hitting for Ian Happ, I believe that Chicago Cubs probably would have scored there. Just I'm gonna put that out there. Just gonna throw that out there for y'all. Moises Ballesteros probably the Cubs probably might have 4 runs right now, maybe 5 had he hit a home run. Had he really got a hold of one and hit a home run. When you got a pitcher that's nervous coming into a postseason game like that, and he's reeling, and you have him on the ropes, you have to hit the knockout punch. This is still a very winnable game for the Padres. 4-1 looks like a lot more runs you have to score than 2-1. And like I said, I mean, you got to put the pressure on them. Drew Pomerantz is coming into the game now, relieving Daniel Palencia. Fingers crossed with Drew, because you never know. He's going to see Ryan O'Hearn, who was 0 for 2 in the game so far. You'll see either go really, really well or really, really bad, really, really quick. See what we got here. Cubs lead the Padres 2-1, top of the 7th. Appreciate each and every last one of you guys that are tuning in to watching this with me. Hopefully, man, I really hope Drew Pomerantz don't come in here and screw this up and get his game back over to the Padres. Man, we done seen him fold so many times this season. I'm so nervous right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's going to see O'Hearn, Sheets, and Cronenworth, all who are 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch is way outside. Second pitch is a foul ball. 1-1 to count. Top of the 7th. He gets O'Hearn to fly out to left field where Ian Happ is there to catch it. First out. Gavin Sheets is up next. And he takes a strike for the first pitch, looking that is way outside the zone. That's Carson Kelly magic right there, because ain't no way, no way that should have been definitely a ball. But hey, I'll take it. Chicago Cubs need the rub right now. We got the lead. Second pitch is a strike looking from Gavin Sheets. I guess it ain't like either one of those pitches he saw. The left fielder Sheets bats left-handed. Third ball that was right down the middle is a foul ball. Fourth pitch is outside of the strike zone, but another foul ball. Sheets just trying to stay alive, see if he can get something to hit. 2 strikes, no balls, 1 out. Cubs lead 2-1. Now we have a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on. Come on, Pomerantz. Get him out. Drew Pomerantz gets the out. Another fly out, this time way back there to right field where Seiya Suzuki is there to bring it down. 2 outs, top of the 7th. You guys ready for the stretch? 1 more out, and then it's the 7th inning stretch, and I'll get to you guys' questions and comments over in the comment section. Thank you all so much for tuning in. First pitch is a strike from Drew Pomerantz to Jake Cronenworth. See what we got here. 2 outs. Cubs lead 2-1. And we head to the 7th. Drew Pomeranz gets Cronenworth to fly out to center. Cubs hold on to the lead. Let's go. Let's go. 2-1. My man Steven, what's up, brother? He says, hey, Big Mike, what would you think about pinch hitting Moises Ballesteros? He calls him Mo Ballesteros. Moises Ballesteros for Kyle Tucker next time around. Steven, I would do it. I doubt that that our great all-knowing, all-seeing manager would do it, because that would hurt Kyle Tucker's ego, I think. But again, he's injured, man. He clearly isn't 110%. And like I said, he's out there, he's laboring, and I mean, he's hitting the ball, but it's popping it up or flying out and stuff like that, or ground out. He's not finding any type of green grass anywhere. I wouldn't mind having Moises Ballesteros hit for him, but like I said, I doubt it. I doubt that happens. But we got Seiya Suzuki coming up. We got Carson Kelly coming up, and we got P. Armstrong coming up. All those guys coming up at the bottom of the 7th. Chicago Cubs lead right now 2-1 over the Padres in the bottom of the 7th. Carson Kelly and Seiya Suzuki hit back-to-back jacks off of none other than Nick, what's his name? Nick Pivetta, who is on the hook for the loss right now. Whereas the Chicago Cubs, Daniel Palencia actually will be on the hook for the win right now if the Chicago Cubs were able to hold on to this lead. So I have to see what happens. Yeah, we're headed to the bottom of the 7th. We are right here on Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that if you have never done it, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you are watching this on X, make sure that you guys hit the follow button. I'm always dropping new videos on X, on Spotify, on YouTube. So make sure that you guys tune in and you guys watch those videos and comment. I love it when you guys comment. Steven, DY, they'll all tell you guys. Like I said, I love when people, you know what I'm saying, comment on the videos. Just gets a conversation started, man. That's what those videos are for. It's for all of us to voice our opinion on the Chicago Cubs and how we feel about their season. So let me know what you guys are feeling. I'm definitely going to post a post-game video after this game is over with, no matter what happens, whether the Cubs win or lose. Hopefully they win. Post a post-game video. We'll be talking about what the Chicago Cubs need to do to win game 2. And that will basically be a lot depending on what happens over the next 2.5 innings. So, but yeah, so like I said, it's very, 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 very appreciated though, guys, when you guys, you know, when you guys spend your time watching those videos. Like I said, it means a lot. They brought him in. Miller is in pitching now. And he's pitching to Seiya Suzuki, who hit the home run last go around, the first home run to tie the game up. Pitch count, he's at 3. It's 2 strikes, 1 ball. And Seiya's just fouled off another ball. Let's see where they're at. And Seiya Suzuki will strike out swinging. That last pitch was 102 miles per hour, a 4-seam fastball at 102. My goodness. If you do catch up to one of them, it's going out the park. That with that type of velocity, if you get the right launch angle, that's going out the park. But Mason Miller just threw gas. That's crazy. Carson Kelly is now up. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a strike, four-seam fastball. Both these pitches are 101 on the gun. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. Third pitch, a slider that landed way outside the zone, but is a strike because Carson Kelly swung at it. A slider up in the zone gets out Carson Kelly as he strikes out also. That slider was up in the zone. That should have hit the seats. That was 88 miles per hour. I don't know what he was missing with that. Pete Crow Armstrong's first pitch he sees. He swings his first pitch he sees and misses. Second pitch is a ball. One and two to count. Third pitch is a strike looking. Another slider. That slider is nasty. 88 coming off the hands. Aiming down, looking like it's going to be a ball, so you don't swing at it. Then it swoops into the strike zone. That's nasty. That's filthy. 1 and 2 to count. And PCA strikes out on another slider way outside the zone. That will end the 7th inning. Mason Miller comes in and does what he's supposed to do, hold serve. I wonder, is Mike Shields going to bring him back out for the 8th inning? That's the question. But we head to the top of the 8th. Cubs lead the Padres 2-1. Padres are going to have up Furman, who is 1 for 2, Fernando Tatis Jr., who is 0 for 3, and Luis Reyes, who is 0 for 3. An expected Cubs pitching change, too. Andrew Kittredge is coming into the game for the Chicago Cubs to pitch in the 8th inning. Kittredge also had an immaculate inning this season. He just missed having another one, but Kittredge also has given up home runs too. So we'll have to see what happens. Steven says it's not even quite October yet, and Kyle's got a whole month of baseball, only if they can hang. So let's win today and tomorrow and tell Tuck to sit tight, continue to heal, play him in the NLCS. Listen, I love your enthusiasm about the Chicago Cubs and whatnot. I just know that Kyle in a contract year, if you want any hope of re-signing him and keeping him a Chicago Cub, he's probably going to want to play. I know his management team and everybody that's dealing with him is telling him, "Hey, you have to play. You have to play." So there is no way that they aren't going to play him. But I would like to see Moises Ballesteros get a chance to get some at bats. Now that let's say the Cubs do win these two against the Padres, then there is a possibility you could see Moises Ballesteros get an opportunity in Milwaukee. where he made his debut, where he got his first hit. He got a double, and he also helped the Cubs beat Milwaukee in one of those games, sparking a win where he got a double that cleared the bases. So I would like to see Moises Ballesteros get an opportunity to hit, but I just can't tell you that it's going to happen. Andrew Kitchen's first pitch is a strike to Furman. Second pitch is a foul ball to Furman. Oh and 2. Third pitch is a ball way outside as a four seam. Okay. 2 foul balls. It's 1-2. It's 1-2 right now, the count. And he gets him to ground out. Furman grounds out to third baseman, Matt Shaw, who's able to throw him out. First pitch to Fernando Tatis Jr. is a ball. Second pitch is a ball. 2 balls to Fernando Tatis Jr. Both of them inside. Third pitch is a strike at the top of the zone on a sinker. Another strike looking on a pitch. Wow, they just screwed. They just screwed Fernando Tatis Jr. That ball was nowhere in the zone, but they called it a strike looking. That's crazy. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tatis. See if he can get this second out. And he strikes him out. A strike looking at the top of the zone. My goodness. Andrew Kittredge. First pitch to Arraez is a strike in the corner. See what we got. And Kittredge is able to get the out. The Chicago Cubs hold on at the top of the 8th. Woo! Y'all, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. He gets Arias out, and we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th, man. Chicago Cubs. My goodness. All right. Bottom of the 8th. Dansby Swanson is coming up. Let's see if they're going to leave Mason Miller in the game. Andrew Kittredge did what he needed to do. Dane Palencia did what he needed to do. Drew Pomeranz did what he needed to do. We will bring in Brad Keller in the 9th, and hopefully he's able to do what he needs to do. Estrada is in now for the Padres in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs lead 2-1 with an opportunity to add on here. I don't know about y'all, but this game feels like it's flown by. We've really literally been streaming for almost 2 hours. This game feels like it's flying by, man. I don't hate it though. I like the fast movement. First pitch to Dansby is a strike. Dansby with a single to left. Nice job, Dansby Swanson getting a hit. Good job. We're nearing the end, folks. We're nearing the end. Matt Shaw's up now. Bottom of the 8th, Cubs lead 2-1. Shaw takes a ball up high. Michael Busch is on deck. I'd like to see Michael Busch get a hit too. Matt Shaw taking a strike for the second pitch. Third pitch is down low. See what we got. Dansby will move to second as Shaw hits a sacrifice bunt. That gets Dansby into scoring position. Brings up Michael Busch, top of the order. Let's see. 1 out. 2 chances for the Chicago Cubs. Dansby Swanson's on second. Let's see what Michael Busch can do now. He's 1-3 in the game. A nice hit here for Michael Busch could really do a lot to help the Chicago Cubs secure and give a little bit more breathing room. You got Michael Busch, then Nico Horner, then Ian Happ. And they intentionally walk Michael Busch. All right, look, right now, you got 2 men on. Steal second and third right now. Put guys in motion. Really put some pressure on them. Nico Horner also has been pretty clutch, though. He's 2 for 3 in the game. 1 out. First pitch is a strike looking to Nico. Second pitch, strike swinging on a splitter that dropped way out the strike zone. 0-2 to count with 1 out. Cubs lead 2-1, bottom of the 8th. Have a runner in scoring position and a man on first. Ball way outside the zone. 1-2 to count now. They did it. Good job, guys. On that wild pitch, Busch to second, and then Swanson to third. Good job, guys, on that wild pitch. You got runners in scoring position now. I like this. 1 out. Nico just needs some to be able to drive in that other run. Nico puts it into play and hits a sacrifice fly that scores. Dansby Swanson. Good job, guys. Good job. Cubs lead 3-1. That's what I'm talking about. We needed that insurance run. I like it. I like it a lot, guys. This is how you play the game. This is how you play the game. Good job, Cubs. Really good job. You know, Ian Happ, it wouldn't be a bad thing if you just put one in the bleachers and really put this game out of reach right now. Make it 5-1. I don't think that's too much to ask. You guys think it's too much to ask Ian Happ to hit a home run right now? Make it 5-1. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, so it'd be nice. Steven, they have not shown the Cubs bullpen yet. If I had to guess, I'm guessing it's probably Brad Keller coming out to do it. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. But like I said, I'm sure they'll announce it here soon. All right. Let's see. I think we got a pitching change happening. Yep. There is Peralta coming in now for the Padres to pitch for them. Wandy Peralta is coming in now. Kudos to the Chicago Cubs. As great as that bullpen is, and they brought out some of their heavy hitters. As great as that bullpen is, the Chicago Cubs are still playing great baseball and are in line to win this game right now, winning 3-1 at the bottom of the eighth, and with a man in scoring position with Ian Happ up to the plate. So, listen, this is as good as you could have asked for from the Chicago Cubs. This is better than I thought was going to happen, man. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm really excited about how this is going right now. Peralta relieves Estrada. First pitch to Ian Happ is a ball outside. Got to feel real good right now, guys, about where the Chicago Cubs are at. A half inning away from taking game one of the wild card series. Second pitch is in the zone and a strike. 1-1 to count. Kyle Tucker is on deck. Second pitch is outside to Ian Happ. Also, Ian Happ is no longer batting left. He's batting right now. Gotta love the switch hitters, don't you? Second pitch is a foul ball that was way outside the zone. It should be 3-1, but instead it's 2-2. Nice going, Ian. He's finna do a strikeout job here for us real quick, y'all. Wow. Peralta is struggling right now to find the strike zone. 3-2 to count. It's all full. Let's see. He'll either strike him out or Ian Happ will take a walk. And of course, you can't write it up no better. Ian Happ has to drop in the batting order. Please, Jesus, stop putting this man third. For the love of goodness gracious. Anyways, Ian Happ strikes out. 3-1. Chicago Cubs add on to their lead. We head to the top of the ninth. Woo! Fasten those seatbelts, baby. We are 3 outs away from taking game one of this series, y'all. Let's go, Cubs. Cubs have 6 hits, 2 home runs, 12 total bases, 3 runners left on base. San Diego has 4 hits, no home runs, 6 total bases, 4 runners left on base in the game. And Chicago brings out Brad Keller to finish this off. Let's see what we got. Manny Machado is the first hitter he will see. Right, y'all. See what we got here. Manny Machado in this game is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. I'm anxious, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. My anxiety is getting the best of me right now. I just want this game to be over with and the Cubs to win. But we gotta wait 3 more outs. 3 more outs. Gregory says, for real though, see the man out there not hitting at all. Listen, let me tell you something. You can say what you want about Ian Happ. You can try to hype up the fact that he did this, he did that. Personally, I don't care. He's expendable if you ask me. First pitch from Brad Keller to Manny Machado is a strike looking right down the middle. There's a sinker he threw at him. Second pitch is a foul ball, almost the same exact spot in the strike zone. Machado fouls this one off. Third pitch is way outside and a ball. 1-2 the count. Whoa. Fourth pitch was definitely a strike and was called a ball. Ouch. That's crazy. That's insane. Two and two to count. First, Chicago Cubs get the first out as Manny Machado grounds up to the shortstop, and Dansby Swanson throws him out over at first. It's the first out of the inning. Jackson Merrill is up next. He is 1 for 2, scored a run, and also struck out in this game. Jackson Merrill gives the ball a long ride, but flies out to center field. 2 outs. Chicago Cubs 1 out away from taking game 1. Xander Bogaerts is up. He is 2 for 3, scoring the only RBI of the game for the Padres. Let's see what he can do here. Cubs fans waiting with bated breath. Everybody standing in the stadium. Let's see what we got. First pitch is a strike, a pitch timer violation. Wow, that's a stupid way to get a strike. 2 outs. Nobody on. 1 strike already. 3-1 Cubs lead. Waiting to see what happens. They called that did they challenge that? Move that to a ball? They must have moved it over to a ball. So 1-1 to count after a strike swinging at a pitch up top in the zone. 1 strike, 1 ball, 2 outs. Second strike on a foul ball. 1-2 the count. Everybody standing at Wrigley. Everybody pumped up. Ready to celebrate. Ready to sing Go Cubs Go. Whoa. Brad Keller throws a ball that is way outside the zone again. That's the second time doing that. Xander Bogaerts stays alive, fouls off a pitch. Fouls off another pitch. Oh my God. It's like agony right here. Like, come on, man. It's over with, bro. Xander Bogaerts strikes out looking as the Chicago Cubs win the first game of this series, the best-of-3 wildcard series. That's right, baby. The Chicago Cubs take game 1. Yes, sir. I need the W's in the chat, baby. I need everybody that's in there. Throw up them W's. Let's fly the W on the channel, baby. That's right. Every single time the Chicago Cubs win a game, we fly the W. Go ahead, sing Go Cubs Go. Sing the damn song, man. Let's go. Chicago Cubs take game 1 of this series, this best-of-3 wildcard series. Listen, we needed it. We wanted it a little bit more. Shout out to Carson Kelly. Shout out to Seiya Suzuki. Listen, it's got to be the others. It's got to be the others to step up to help this team. If Kyle Tucker is injured, if PCA is still trying to find himself somewhere out there, then it's got to be the others that step up. It's good. You have to get Moises Ballesteros some opportunities, some at-bats. You're going to have to maybe get Kevin Alcantara some swings, some at-bats. The Chicago Cubs take care of business like they're supposed to. Nick Pivetta, one of the better pitchers in baseball, definitely the ace for the San Diego Padres, had the Chicago Cubs guessing for a long time. I believe he recorded 6 or 7 strikeouts in this game. And, of course, the Chicago Cubs still come through and get the victory. Let's go. Fly the W, baby. Let's go, Chicago Cubs. And listen, I appreciate each and every last one of you that tuned into this stream, whether you were over on Playback, whether you were over on YouTube, whether you were over on X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching the game. Come back here tomorrow. We right back here again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel, 2 o'clock. We doing it again, baby. Chicago Cubs baseball. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, go Cubs go. Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.